YouTube thumbnails are corny. They just are. And I'm not going to try and hate too much in this video. It's just that this is a thing that I've noticed. I've actually noticed this a long time ago, but it's the first time I've really spoke out and been like, YouTube thumbnails are super corny, right? Now, you may or may not agree. I'm going to bring up some points in this as to why they're corny or why they just kind of signal the ways of the world in 2025. But throughout this video, I'm just going to throw up some like really corny YouTube thumbnails just for the heck of it. I do want to say during this that if I ever, whatever creator I throw up on there, these thumbnails, no disrespect, it's part of YouTube doing this style of thumbnail. And the style I'm going to throw up, and what you've seen here, is essentially somebody taking a selfie of themselves, making the most ridiculous face you've ever seen. And it's with every content creator that decides that they want to show their face. And it's interesting, if, at a deep level, it's like, why is that the thumbnail that people use to drive more clicks? I want to compare this to like the mainstream media, where they'll write the most egregious article titles, and if you know, it's all clickbait. And whether it's a good or bad thing, it's up to I guess however you feel about it. But in today's age, everything is vying for your attention. And whenever I log on to YouTube, especially on my computer, it shows like, I don't know, 40 or 50 videos for me to watch. I scroll down a little bit and then it'll show you like YouTube shorts. But even with YouTube shorts, people pick the right moment of their YouTube short, or they'll edit the the thumbnail of the YouTube short to get you to click. Right? I see this a lot. It'll be just the most normal YouTube short, but there'll be some like chick, and it'll have her like turned around, and then like that'll be like the cover or like the thumbnail of that YouTube short to get you to click, and it'll be like two people hiking through the woods, and it's like, I get it, you want people to click, but it's like, man, is that all that content is nowadays? Is just to get you to click and to watch the ads, which then gets the creator paid. In mainstream media, it gets you to tune in, click enough articles, subscribe to the newspaper, or shoot, man, cable streaming services. I don't know. In our society, I think, and I've talked a little bit about TikTok in the past. TikTok being not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a social media. Sorry for my Teams updates. Forgot to mute that. So, social media being good or bad or whatever. However, TikTok, I feel like, has given people these extreme dopamine addictions of the swiping mechanism. And a lot of these other social medias, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then even YouTube, of course, with YouTube Reels, it's like this idea that you can just swipe to another reel, essentially. And, there's been some studies done on this. It essentially simulates gambling and what that can do to our brains and why it's kind of an addiction. But I feel like YouTube and these thumbnails kind of follow the same script, just in a slightly different way. It's like, how can I make this picture on a YouTube video so appealing that you will want to click? And some creators do a very good job. It's these highly edited YouTube thumbnails that get you to click. And some people do it so well. Like, obviously your biggest creators, and I would say like maybe like a Mr. Beast or somebody in that kind of YouTube scene probably started these thumbnails. Mr. Beast has been on podcasts in the past talking about his relentless studying of YouTube back in the day, but he also talks about thumbnails and what thumbnails get the most clicks, bring in the most traffic. And that's something he's been studying since he started on YouTube. Can you imagine the studies that have gone on since then, and basically been going on until today? So I don't know if I'm a hater. I don't want this video to be a hater of these thumbnails that I've been showing. It's just, they're so corny. And ultimately, I want to hear what you guys think of these thumbnails in the comments below. It's like, do you click on videos really based on the thumbnail? Do you click on the creator? Is it a creator you've known? and maybe subscribe to for a while? Or do you maybe click on the title of the video? Or is it really just a whole bunch of like everything combined? You know, the thumbnail, the title, the creator, or maybe it's just a topic that is interesting to you. You know, YouTube's done a pretty good job with their algorithms to recommend videos that you might be interested in. And while I'm kind of a hater on these algorithms in general, I will say that in the grand scheme of things, these algorithms are made for a single purpose, and it is to keep you engaged and on the app of your choice. And while I think there's definitely some harm with that, obviously it makes these companies a lot of money. So anyway, I don't have much else to say. Hope you've enjoyed these thumbnails that I've thrown up in the video. Like I said, no hate to the content creators who make these thumbnails, because honestly, it works. There's no denying that. And it's a sign of the times. And it's interesting, before I wrap this up, what do you guys think will be kind of the YouTube thumbnail, or maybe the social media go-to in the future? Like, let's just say 5 years down the road. What do you guys think? So anyway, more videos to come, more fun videos, I would say. And so I'll talk to you later. Peace.